I just want you to understand why people do this. They prepare canned food only because of cold winter. During the cold winter, they cannot grow food. In Mongolia, people eat only meat. This is 99% of their diet. You cannot grow anything there. And if you want to buy some vegetables or fruits in Mongolia, you will see that it costs, and it costs too much. If you will observe which types of food people eat there, you will see that there is 100% gradation. You will see that people will eat only this. If there is no food, people start to eat what they can. So out of it we can say that there are three classes of food. Some pig come and eat this cucumber, and we will take a piece of muscles of this pig and we will eat it. So this is a second class food because we can eat this cucumber, or we can eat this cucumber when it becomes a muscle of the pig. Today we can speak about three kinds of food. So first class food is berries, vegetables, greens, and fruits. Second class is something like canned food, and the third class is meat, chicken, fish, and etc. So for understanding why we try to eat some kind of food and avoid some other kind of food, and why some people eat all three types of food, so we need to understand a history of this food a bit. So for understanding this, we will take three countries. First country, Mongolia. Second country, Russia. And third country, India. So this is completely different countries in terms of food. First of all, we will look at India. In India, people do not eat meat, not at all, but if they eat some kind of meat, it's chicken, and it's very rare. So they have, of course, chicken curry and some other kinds of food with chicken. But mostly people don't eat beef or pork. They eat only vegetables, berries, coconuts, and they do some curries out of it. If you will visit India, or maybe you already did it, you will see that there is no canned food. So maybe you can find somewhere canned food, but it's super rare and nobody have no interest in there. So this is because in India you can fruits and vegetables everywhere all the year, and there is no need to do some canned food and prepare for the winter. This is why there are so many places where you can buy vegetables and fruits and spices for cooking this, and there are just few places where you can buy canned food in India. But if you look at Russia, you will see that in every shop and every place you can buy different type and different kinds of canned food. Why? This is just because of the Russian nature. In Russia, we have a very cold winter, and during the winter time, people do not have enough food. So because of this, people start to prepare for the winter from the summer, and they prepare canned food. I just want you to understand why people do this only because of cold winter. During the cold winter, they cannot grow food. So this is why here people prepare canned food for the winter. And in Russian culture, there are so many very delicious kind of foods that people create out of canned food. So for example, maybe you know Russian salad. In some places, people call it olivier. So this piece of information we will need in the end of this video. Please remember it. And the third country is Mongolia. In Mongolia, people eat only meat. This is 99% of their diet. They grow sheep and they eat sheep. This is it. Why? Because Mongolia is just a barren. It's wasteland. You cannot grow anything there. And if you want to buy some vegetables or fruits in Mongolia, you will see that it costs, and it costs too much. I just want to say that if you will observe lots of countries and cultures of these countries, and if you will observe which types of food people eat there, you will see that there is 100% gradation. If there is sun and a lot of sunny days, and this is a very warm weather there, you will see that people eats only fruits and vegetables. Not only, but mostly. And if you will observe countries, for example, like Russia, where there is a very long winter, you will see that diet will be a little bit distorted by canned food and meats. And if you will observe countries like Mongolia, where there is nothing, and you can only grow sheep or cows, you will see that people will eat only this. So what we can understand by this observation? We can understand that if people have a possibility to eat fruits and vegetables whole the year, and it grows just on the trees here and there, they will not eat meat at all. Maybe they will eat some chickens here and there, but they will not eat so much meat and so much chicken as we do. As we do in Europe, in USA, in Russia, and in very cold countries also. So if we will observe countries where there is nothing, we will see that they eat only this. If there is no food, people start to eat what they can. So somewhere it's fish. There are places where people eat only fish, and there are places where people eat only meat. So I just want you to understand that on the level of intuition, people create culture. What you should do, what you should not do, what is healthy, what is not. But actually it is just a question of the weather around you, of nature around you. And the thing is, when people have opportunity to eat fresh, delicious food that you should not even cook, that you can just take from the tree and eat, people eat much less chicken and beef and pork. But if you don't have such option, people eat what they can. So out of it, we can say that there are three classes of food. So first class, when we have all that we need, we have sunlight in this food, we have a little bit of minerals from earth, we have a little bit of water there. So this is, for example, I don't know. This is, for example, cucumber. If we eat cucumber just like this, it will be the best way to eat it. But if you will fry it, you will see that a lot of minerals, a lot of energy, in terms of energy, I mean sunlight, that cucumber consumed, a lot of very beneficial things for us will come out from cucumber. And when we will eat it, maybe it will be better for digestion, because cooked cucumber we can digest with less amount of energy from our body. But in terms of energy, in terms of minerals, in terms of vitamins, it will be much less that we can have from the fresh cucumber. So the same with the canned food. Canned food even worse, because when we fry something, it takes just a few hours, but canned food can stay even years. So everything that this food have inside, most of it will just come out of it. Energy absolutely 100%, and minerals also slowly will come out of this food. And what about the meat? So when cucumber grows, it takes earth, it takes sunlight, it takes water from the rain, and it's first class food. For example, some pig come and eat this cucumber. This cucumber becomes the body of this pig, the muscle of this pig, and after that we will kill this pig, and we will take a piece of muscles of this pig, and we will eat it. So this is a second class food, because we can eat this cucumber, or we can eat this cucumber when it becomes a muscle of the speak. And we can observe what animals eat. If we eat pigs, we can observe what they eat, what they are eating, and we will see that they eat some greens, they eat some vegetables. Actually, they can eat everything. Maybe it's not a good example, but you will see that they eat a first-class food most of the time in a good places. And maybe a better example will be chicken. If you will observe what chicken eats, it's just grams. Chicken eats some grams, some greens, and after that, when we eat chicken, we think that now at last we can eat some proteins. But chicken takes these proteins from the greens, from the beans, from things that chicken can find, from the things that we offer to the chicken. So this is absolutely stupid idea that we cannot have proteins without the meat or chicken or fish, because this chicken, fish, and pigs, so they take proteins from the fresh foods, from the first-class food. So they eat first-class food, and after that we are eating second-class food. For what? And the third-class food, we can see if we will take, for example, pork, and we will make canned food out of it. So this is third-class food, what I can say. So the message of this video is, if you cannot avoid meat, fish, and chicken at all, no problem. But maybe some of you can eat more fresh food, because this takes life. It takes lifetime. When we eat second-class food, we have much less from this food, but we use more amount of energy for digest this kind of food. So everybody have some amount of life energy. Some people have a lot of life energy, some people have much less, and lots of people in the middle. But it depends how long you will live. If you will understand this, you will eat only first kind of food, first class of food. So it's greens, vegetables, fruits, berries, nuts, etc. If you will eat at least more this kind of food, you will live longer and you will have more energy. This is the message. And I'm not asking you to avoid meat at all, but I think that the process of people's diet, of creating a diet for the people, should become more consciously, should be creating more consciously. And you will have more tools, you will have more options for controlling your life, your longevity, if you will use these tools, if you will use this knowledge. So just one thing, eat more fresh food, because this body was created for the fresh food. If you will look at carnivorous animals, you will see that they live a completely different life. I know that most of the people think that we are also carnivores, but if you will look at our body, you will see that this is absolutely not a carnivorous body. For example, tiger eat one time in 2 weeks. So when the tiger found something that he can eat, he attack and he eat 15 kilograms of meat. But after that, 2 weeks, no food. And he just laying down, he's very lazy. This is because lots of energy tiger needs for the digest this 15 kilograms of meat. And if you have a cat, or if you have some other carnivorous animal, you will see that after food, they want to lay down, they want to sleep. And most of carnivorous animals, when they looking for the food, they do not want to spend a lot of energy. Some of them even, laying down, and only when some food comes, they attack. And after that, maybe 1 week or a few days, once again, absolutely nothing. They didn't move. There are animals like that. This is because they do not know when they will eat next time. But people and other animals, they know that on every tree there is instinctively, they know that they will have food. They will have food. And you can climb a tree and take some fruit and eat it. You know that food is everywhere. But for the carnivorous animals, food is not everywhere. It's just somewhere. And this food can run. So we have another situation. But people and herbivorous animals, they know that food is everywhere. And they actually move. They do much more movements during the day than carnivores. Carnivores should just eat and lay down. This is it. But we can move everywhere. And in the same time, if you observe how carnivorous animals eat their food, you will see that they do not chew, they swallow right away. Maybe they can create a little pieces out of it, but then they swallow right away. And they do not have teeth for chewing because they swallow. But we have these teeth, and herbivorous animals also have these teeth. Did you see some tiger or some cat that chewing food? I don't think so. They can create little pieces from this food and then swallow, but they do not chew. And most of people, if they will see just fresh meat without cooking, they will not want to eat it. Or fresh fish or chicken, they will not want to eat this kind of food. Only if we will fry it or if we will boil it, after that we can eat it. Because we cannot eat this kind of food without heat treatment. So if this video was useful, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with everybody. I wish you to eat more fresh food. Namaskar.